So I'm riding around a part of Innsbruck that was built by the prosperous middle class, and it's lovely. It's full of these lovely villas, full of these lovely homes. So I thought this would be a good place to answer this question about home, because it's common. A lot of people feel like that. I felt like that for a long, long time. I used to feel it at dusk, particularly. Whenever dusk would come, I would feel very homesick, even if I was at home. So it's understandable. And unfortunately, what's going on is very hard to face, because you could think of existence as being like a very interesting and also distracting place, because what's here when there is no existence is very hard to deal with. I call it the white room. So it's a little bit like, if you've ever seen that movie 2001, A Space Odyssey, when this astronaut guy goes into this obelisk and goes through another dimension, he ends up in this white room. And there's a few objects in the white room, but imagine if there wasn't any objects in the white room. It was just the white room, just you in the white room with nothing. No, not even your body. So it's almost like your nose is pressed up against the screen of existence, except the screen is blank. That's what that feeling of homesickness is. Somewhere we know this is an illusion. Somewhere we know we're living in a dream. Really interesting dream, but still a dream. And when we feel it, it's very unpleasant. It's a very unpleasant feeling. Or disturbing. It's disturbing because it's the absence of everything. And somewhere we know there is somewhere else that doesn't feel like this, and not in a distracting way, but in a home kind of way. So somewhere we know where home is, but we're not there, we're here. So we can get distracted with the 101 things of existence, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of why we're here, is to be distracted. But to understand that that feeling of homesickness, or not really ever feeling like we're home, it's actually quite a good thing. I don't know if good is the right word, but it's an indication of a memory, like Neo in the Matrix. I know it's a bit cliche to be trotting out the Matrix, but it's not a bad analogy of like a sense of there's something else. There's something else. There's somewhere else that we come from. That's why we enjoy sleep so much. Because in sleep we return. We return to the mystery. Because the place we're missing is the mystery. So we return to the mystery. We go into deep dreamless sleep. No distractions. No existence. No nothing. And we love it. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait to go into that place where there's nothing to speak of. And in a way, that's our home. And that's why we bother with meditation. I mean, meditation is so boring, as I've said so many times. And yet I return to it again and again, because it's these little sips of home. And like meditation is like the white room, but just without the color. It's just dark. It's just nothing to speak of. It's just emptiness. Not empty, there's something there, and we're there, but it's emptiness. So all our attempts to make these lovely little homes, like the good folk of Innsbruck back in the day when they built all these lovely villas that I'm cycling around, they were trying to create, as we all do, a sense of home here. here in this place that doesn't feel like home, that we know is not home, that we know is something else completely. So we try and make these places, they sort us out temporarily, but never really, not long term. Not long, we don't really get any relief from them. It's all temporary. Like everything here is temporary. And we know that. So we're always a little bit out of place. So I think if you don't resist that, and if you acknowledge it, that it's actually a side effect of consciousness, of your consciousness, and rather than trying to find a home here, if you find it where it is, which is out of existence, which is in the mystery, then you can meditate and you can do all the things that help you with that feeling of home. It doesn't go away. Well, actually it has. That's not true. It has gone away. Or else I've got familiar with it. It doesn't bother me at all, really. Not in the way that it used to. And I think that's because I don't resist it. I understand what it is. And in a way, it's just a reminder of where home really is. And that I can be there right now as I'm cycling around, as I'm talking to the postman, as I'm doing all the things that we do in existence. I can be in all those places in existence and yet be completely at home at the same time. So I hope that helps. Be of good cheer. It's a very understandable feeling, and it doesn't pass, I don't think, until you understand what's happening. And then once you do understand what's happening and you consciously return home, which is to the mystery, it gets easier.